As urban cyclists, we wanted to deal with the biggest problems of biking in cities, namely navigation and security. There are a couple of accessories that try to solve these issues, but there hasn't been any complete solution. Introducing Smart Halo. Smart Halo isn't just another bike accessory. In fact, it's not meant to be removed after each ride. It installs permanently on your handlebar and pairs with your smartphone to turn your bike into a smart bike and provide a biking experience like no other.
Smart Halo's design philosophy has always been centered on simplicity. Biking in cities can be a challenge, so we've made sure our device was simple yet smart. How? By reducing its interface to its simplest possible form, a circle. This luminous halo allows us to communicate an impressive amount of information. Smart Halo finds the quickest, safest routes and bike paths for you to make your ride a stress-free experience. Just input the destination in our app, tuck your phone safely in your pocket, and let Smart Halo take care of the rest. Our unique circular interface allows us to show every type of turn the city can offer. Also, our light patterns warn you in advance of an incoming turn, so you get plenty of time to plan your next move. As soon as you start riding, Smart Halo tracks your bike metrics, your time, distance, average speed, the calories you've burned, as well as your total elevation.
Hi, I'm John Hammond, CEO of Elecom. As a lifelong cyclist, I know that if you love riding, then you love training and you love pushing yourself. And you also want to be more powerful on your bike. In fact, power is so fundamental to cycling performance that most serious cyclists, professional cyclists, coaches, and sports scientists use power as the fundamental way to measure and improve cycling performance. But the power meters that are available today make you compromise. They force you to switch components on your bike. They force you to go through a complex setup and calibration process. They make it difficult to move from bike to bike, and worst of all, they make you empty your wallet in order to buy one. Unlike other power meters, you can use PowerPod with any crank, any wheel, any pedals, any bottom bracket you want. Installation is incredibly simple. You put it on your handlebars, you pair it to your ANT+ bike computer, and then you just ride. You don't compromise on the bike you love or the bike components you select for it. So why compromise to put a power meter on your bike?
Cycling is fun, extremely fun. However, for cyclists, safety always comes first. As crazy cycling fans, we understand all the problems that you may or have already encountered during your ride. That's why we made the LiveAll Bling helmet, the smartest bicycle helmet for safety. LiveAll has many features that can simplify your ride and keep you safe. The LED outline lights on top of the helmet will make you stand out in the night, while the tail lights will indicate directions for your fellow teammates. Never worry about falling behind anymore. Find the shining helmets and you will find the team. The built-in Bluetooth speaker and mic enable you to take phone calls or communicate with teammates directly using the walkie-talkie function. And of course, you can listen to music with Bling Helmet and cycle to the beats. If the built-in gravity sensor senses an internal strike, SOS signals will be displayed on the helmet and emergency contacts will be alerted automatically. We call this multifunctional remote control BlingJet. It can simply be mounted on the bike and is very easy to use.
One of my coach's first recommendations was actually to purchase a power meter. But unfortunately, this was well outside my budget, as the power meter was almost the same cost as the bike I had just purchased. This got me to thinking, as a product designer and creator, why were these things so expensive? And why were they designed such that you had to replace existing components on your bike? So after many weeks of research and hours of endless discussions and many visits to the spokes racing team, the concept of limits was born. A simple, affordable, truly interchangeable power meter that sits neatly between the pedal and the crank arm. You simply remove the pedal, fit your limits, refit the pedal, then pair your limit up with any Bluetooth or Ant Plus compatible headsets and train. It really is that simple. The Limits power meter measures both power and cadence, providing you, the cyclist, with the ultimate tool to go faster on a bike.
I'm Jane Barr. I've been to the Commonwealth Games, represented Scotland in the road race in 2010. I'm the current Scottish road race champion.
Hi, I'm Fraser Martin. I cycle for Spokes Racing Team. It's a Scottish development team.
I find the power meter is really important for me. It gives me the figures, the data that I need to tailor my training towards racing. I find it a lot better than heart rate, because heart rate is an effect of what you're doing. Heart rate can also be affected if you're tired, if you're ill, whereas power is a number and you can't get away from it. There's nothing that can affect it, it's just yourself.
For me, power meters are a really priceless training tool. It tells you a lot more, it's more consistent than heart rate and by training by feel. So it really lets you know what you're doing and if you're doing it right.
Power meter can be used for either professional cyclists, amateur cyclists. It gives you a great boost of morale. You're able to see where you're at, you're able to compare your rides, and it's just a great tool.
More than 50 million cyclists are victims of bike theft every year worldwide, just like I have been, twice already. But 3 years ago we started a journey to find a solution to this problem. We thought out of the box and came with a pretty novel concept. What would happen if the bike was its own lock? We are not alone in this great project. We work with a great team, each member contributing excellent knowledge and skills.
We know this will benefit many. It will change the way people look at the future of cycling. It is a paradigm shift.
We believe that the best ideas are the simplest, and that in true simplicity lies beauty.